Historical and Religious Places of Karnataka Part 3. In this conclusive essay on historical and religious places, we will cover many significant places of Horanadu, Halebeedu, Hampi, Pattadakal, etc. Let us start with Horanadu, a place of scenic beauty of the South India. Horanadu in Chikmagaluru district is situated 15 kilometers from Kalasa. Besides its local history, it is also famous for its Annapurneshwari temple and its scenic beauty. Pilgrims from different parts of the country visit the place in large number. Thousands of devotees are being fed by the temple authorities regularly in the name of presiding deity of the place. Hosaholalu is another place. It is an ancient agrahara situated at a distance of 2 kilometers east of Krishnarajapet. Hosaholalu is a great center of the Hoysala period. The Lakshmi Narayana temple, the Harihareshwara temple, and the Veeranjanaya temple, and the Parshvanatha Basadi, and also the remains of the fort around the town are the places worthy of visit here. The Lakshmi Narayana temple is known for its Trikutachala, having the Lakshmi Narayana image in the central shrine with an Antarala and a 5-tiered Vimana. The shrine to the right has the idol of Lakshmi Narasimha, but the shrine to the left is vacant now, but the formerly had the image of the Venugopala as it is sculptured on the lintel. All the 3 shrines are open to a common Navaranga. In the Devakostas of the Navaranga, the sculptures of Ganapati and Mahishasura Mardani are placed. The pillars in Hoysala style are highly polished, and on the brackets of the pillar are found the sculptures of beautiful damsels, that is Mandakinis, a unique feature of the Hoysala art. In front of the Navaranga, there are pillared Sabha Mantapa and the Mukta Mantapas. The temple is placed on a high platform or Adhisthana, having a richly carved friezes of elephant, horses, foliage, Puranic panel, Makara, that is crocodile, swans, etc. The wall has been divided into 2 stages. The lower stages of the wall is ornamental with the sculptures of gods and goddesses like Vishnu, Brahma, Lakshmi Narayana, Keshava, 24 forms of Vishnu, Parshudeva, Yoga Narasimha, Rama Lakshmana, Harihara, Bhairava, Bhairavi, Kali, etc. In the upper part of the wall is found the decorative motifs of the single pillar and dual pillar shikharas, and the Devakostas and episodes of the epics are carved out in this. Images of gods are also found on some Devakostas. Recently, a Devi shrine has been built to the left side of the temple. There are no inscriptions giving details regarding the temple, but stylistically, this temple can be assigned to the 13th century. To the left side of this temple, on the way to the main entrance of the fort, is the Parshvanatha Basadi. This Basadi has been restored in the recent times. In the sanctum of the Basadi are placed the images of Parshvanatha, Anantanatha, and Yakshi Padmavati. In the Navaranga, one can see the beautiful sculptures of Dharnendra Yaksha, Padmavati Yaksha, and a broken sculpture of Bahubali, which are said to have been brought from Bilibetta. Now let us move to Halebeedu, which was formerly known as Dwara Samudra. It is located in Belur Taluka of Hassan district. This temple is 27 kilometers away from Hassan and was the capital of Hoysalas after Belur. It has one of the finest Hoysala temples, said to have been started by Ketamalla, who was a commander of the Vishnuvardhana in 1121 AD. The twin Shiva temples with a common platform and 2 Garbhagrahas, one besides the other, have a common broad Navaranga. One of them houses Vishnuvardhana Hoysaleshwara Linga and the other Shantalingeshwara Linga. In front of the Hoysaleshwara is the Nandi Mantapa, and behind that is the shrine of Surya with a 2-meter tall image. There are also images from the epics like Ramayana, Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita. The place has a Parshanatha Basadi with highly polished pillars in which onlookers' queer images are reflected. There is a museum of the Archaeological Survey of India. Then there is a Kedareshwara temple, which is another monument built by the Queen of Ketala Devi, Ballala II. There is a place called Chatachantanahali which is nearby, and it has an attractive Hoysala Trikuta temple with a rich architectural refinement, and it was built by Chattandanayaka in 1220. Now we come to possibly the most important historical place of Karnataka, that is Hampi, which is a heritage center. Hampi was the site of capital of Vijayanagara in 1336, and it is located 10 kilometers from Hosapete in Ballari district. It was an ancient city, and Buddhist remains of the early Christian era are also found here. It was known as Pampa Kshetra because of Pampa Devi temple, and the place is located on the bank of Tungabhadra river. On the Hemakuta hill, behind the famous Virupaksha temple of the Chalukyan times, there is a Badami Chalukya temple. Poet Harihara praised the god Virupaksha during the 12th century, which is popular with the historians. The rocky hilly area with the Anegundi to the north of the river is identified as Kishkinda of the Ramayana times. Now let us look into the famous Virupaksha temple complex in a little more detail. An aerial view of the Virupaksha complex reveals Hampi temple with a long Kalyana Mandapa. And it is a pillared pavilion with a complex artistic monolithic pillars, and it was built by Krishnadevaraya during 1509 to 1529 AD. And it was in commemoration of his victory against Vijayapura and the Gajapatis. Its entrance tower is called Bistappayana Gopura because the model for all Vijayanagara Gopura was built all over South India were called Raya Gopuras. Also called as an open-air museum, Hampi has the Krishnaswamy temple and others such as Hazare Ramaswamy temple, Achyutaraya temple housing Ranganatha, Kodanda Ramaswamy temple, Vittalaswamy temple. Other important places are Iruguppa's Basti, also called as Ganagitti Jinalaya. Another important temple is Uddana Veerabhadra temple with a monolithic Lakshmi Narasimha statue which is 29 feet tall, and it was installed by Krishnadevaraya. There is also a huge Badavi temple, Kamala Mahal and Elephant Stable, Mahanavami Dibba, which are worth noting. There are the monolithic Ganeshas also called as Kadalekalu and Sasivekalu Ganesha, and a large number of other temples and monuments dot the place. Recent excavations have brought to light many palace foundations and a fine stepped tank with a polished stone royal enclosures. Several noblemen quarters also are there, and some Jain bastis and some Buddhist places are also found. The Moorish quarter with a mosque was also found. The foreign visitors to the capital during the 15th and 16th centuries called it as a place bigger than Rome. They were stunned by the grandeur of the Dasara festival and the trade of the town. People from the east and the west were seen there, but the city was destroyed and deserted in 1565 AD, but its remains continued to be intact, though in a ruined condition, and they are spread over more than 25 square kilometer area. Kamalapura now is an Archaeological Survey of India site museum. The Kannada University is also functioning from the new campus nearby and is called Vidyaranya. Hampi is included in the World Heritage Site by UNESCO. With this, we'll move further north of Karnataka and there is a Pattadakal. Pattadakal saw the Badami Chalukyan art in its full bloom. It is 22 km away from Badami and 514 km from Bangalore. The best temples like the Virupaksha, that is Trailokeshwara, and the Mallikarjuna were built by the queens of Vikramaditya II during 734 to 744 AD in memory of his victorious march against Kanchi and the Pallava dynasties. These magnificent temples with their nicely engraved lively figures on the walls and massive square pillars are made up of sandstone. Pattadakal itself was known as Kisuvalal, that is a red town, as the sandstone and soil here are reddish in color. The Sangameshwara, Papanatha, Chandrasekhara, Jambulinga, Kadusiddeshwara are the other major temples here, and Pattadakal has also Jaina Basadi of Rashtrakuta times with two beautiful elephants in front. There is also Galagnatha temple here, which is presently dilapidated, but it has curvilinear shikara. This place also has been included in the World Heritage Series by UNESCO. Saudatti. Saudatti in Belagavi district is a taluka headquarters which is 74 km from Belagavi, and the town proper has a fort on the hill built during the 18th century. It was built by Sirasangi Desai with 8 bastions. Earlier it was also the capital of Rattas, who later shifted their headquarters to Belagavi. There are 2 small Jaina basadis of Ratta times, and the temples of Ankeshwara, Murudeshwara, Mallikarjuna and Venkateshwara and Veerbhadra are found. There is a Purandeshwara temple which belongs to the Kalyana Chalukyas. The Ankeshwara temple was built by the Rattas in 1048 AD, also in Chalukyan style. The Renuka Sagar waters from the Navili Tirtha dam across Malaprabha touches the outskirts of Saudatti, and that is the highlight of this place. Ellamanagudda, which is 12 km away from Saudatti, is a great religious place and it is located on a hill. The original Rashtrakuta Basadi is now used to worship Ellamma or Renuka, and the devotees visit the place in hundreds. 2 km away is a place Parasgarh, which is a wonderful hill fort expanded by Shivaji. Now it is also in a dilapidated condition. Koppal. Koppal, now a district headquarters, is an ancient Kopana, which was a major holy place for Jainas. It has 2 Ashokan inscriptions at Palki Gundu and Gavimata. It has a hill fort. It was the capital of a branch of Shilahars under the Chalukya Kalyana. Mundargi Bhimarao and Hammige Kenchanagowda died fighting against the British here in 1858. Palki Gundu is described as the Indrakila Parvata of epic fame, and there is an ancient Shiva temple called Male Madeshwara. Kinhal is a place which is 13 km away from Koppal, and it is famous for the traditional colorful lacquer ware work.